Question: does what happens in Vegas really stay in Vegas? Hey, it's Dr. Mike, and if you're finding these videos helpful, please subscribe and like them. So today I want to talk about Las Vegas and that catchy slogan, does what happens in Vegas stay in Vegas? Many years ago, my wife and I were in Vegas. It was the middle of August. It was so hot. And we decided that we wanted to go to a really nice restaurant. So I make the reservations online. This is back when you had to make reservations like on an actual computer and not on the phone. So it's a hot day. We're going around and we're dressed for a hot day. I've got shorts, short sleeve on, sandals. My wife has a really nice sundress. So we get to the restaurant and we take the elevator up and we're greeted by the receptionist, and she looks at us, looks at my wife, then looks at me, and she says, "Did you know about the dress code?" Now, by asking this question, she probably already knew the answer. And I said, dress code? Oh, who said anything about a dress code? So she says, wait 1 second. And she comes back and she brings me a bag and she directs me to the men's room. So I go to the men's room and there's black pants in the bag. And I'm thinking, this is cool. But it turns out that these pants were about 20 sizes too big. And then there's one other item in the bag, a pair of new black socks. So I put the black socks on, then I put my sandals over the black socks. I waddle out of the men's room, holding the pants with one hand. My wife starts laughing, and I am just irate. So we walk, or I should say I waddle over to our table. And so here's my question for you. During the dinner, was I A, able to just let this go and have a nice dinner? B, laugh with my wife and think this is no big deal? Or C, did I let this consume me for the entire dinner? Well, the answer, unfortunately, is C. I was so frustrated. I was thinking to myself and saying to my wife, why didn't they tell us about the dress code before? And even though we're in this beautiful restaurant, even though the food was delicious, I'm going to tell you, it was as though I wasn't there. I was there, but I wasn't present. And this is really what our mind can do to us. It's so easy for us to get hooked by our thoughts, and they pull us away from the moment. As I reflect back on that, what I wish is that I'd been able to catch the thoughts, to catch the embarrassment, and not push it away, but create some space for it so that I could still be present for the meal, so that I could still enjoy this beautiful moment with my wife, so we could just have a good time and laugh about it and realize it was just another memory we were creating together. That didn't happen for me. And I guess that's okay, right? Because none of us are perfect. But I'm guessing those moments happen for you as well, where our thoughts grab a hold of us, where there's a disappointment or something unexpected or a frustration. And that can pull us away from what matters most to us. Now, here's the thing. Let's go back to that question. Does what happens in Vegas stay in Vegas? Nope. Because when I went back to hotel room, I immediately went to the printed out reservation, and there in big, bold letters, dress code, men, pants required. I will never forget that. And in fact, I have the pants from that evening to still remind me of what happened at that Las Vegas restaurant. So here's your act on it today. If there's a frustration, if there's a disappointment, if there's an embarrassment, catch those thoughts, make room for the emotions. And as your mind starts to pull you away, see if you can just acknowledge what's happening and bring yourself back to the moment. Bring yourself back to what matters most to you, to your values, so that you can continue to act and live in ways that are important and meaningful to you. Yes, there will certainly be moments of unexpected disappointments, but those moments don't have to dictate or determine what you do in the moment. Thanks for spending some time. Remember, it's the small actions that help us win